Hey everyone, welcome to House Calm, Dr. Ruby Rock. As usual, I'm here with Danny Miller, and let's get it. Let's get into it. We got Valentine's Day weekend, and so I'm chewing on what to do for Valentine's Day. If you're like me at all, Valentine's Day planning happens on the day before Valentine's Day, usually sometime late in the evening. There's a lot of scrambling and panicking, and I don't see why this year will be any different. And that's because I just don't like Valentine's Day.
The same way, man.
I don't like it. I mean, but here's the thing. I don't like any of those days. Don't tell me that I got to buy people presents on this particular day because you said so.
You feel the same about Christmas?
Yeah, birthdays. And my wife does not co-sign with my beliefs. Mm-mm. And in fact, it gets on her nerves. And that's not cool. I don't want to be the bad husband, but I just don't like it. It feels fake to me.
Yeah, it's fabricated.
And here's the thing. My wife will attest to this. She gets flowers and candy on a random day. Mm-hmm. Probably if you looked at the last 3 months, she's probably had flowers 4 or 5 times. Just come home with a dozen roses. So it's not that I'm against buying presents. It's just don't tell me when I have to buy presents. I'll do it when I want to. This is just a random day that somebody made up so that I will spend money. And I don't like that.
Do we know the history of Valentine's Day? Do you know it?
Not at all.
Me neither.
There probably is a history to it,
Yeah.
but I'm sure the history involves some capitalist person making up some stuff.
Word.
But what I'm really thinking about this Valentine's Day is I'm going to do something with Ella. So my toddler, 19-month-old baby Ella, I'm hoping to do something with her, like a candlelight dinner of some kind, something like that.
That's cool.
For Valentine's Day, you should get her dressed up. And really, the one thing I can get behind is the idea of teaching her how she's supposed to be treated. You know what I mean? Like, I want her to get used to somebody whining and dining her. Well, not wine. It's not going to be any wine. But I don't even drink wine.
It's nasty.
So it's not like I'm going to have wine and she's going to have a juice box. We're both going to have juice boxes.
Yeah.
Speaking of juice boxes, shout out to Abita Root Beer. Listen, here's the thing. I'm shouting out Abita until they give me a contract. Mark my word. And Abita's going to be like, well, fine. And we'll just ride this out.
They're going to see the video first.
Abita Root Beer in Louisiana. If you can hear me, if you can see me, all I need is 2 cases of Abita per month. That's all I cost. I can be bought.
How many in a case?
What's that?
How many are in a case?
24.
Damn.
Yeah, so 2 cases of root beer in exchange for me mentioning you every last time I get on the mic.
That sounds about fair.
That is so fair.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
And so get at me if you're ready for this high-powered collaboration.
You could also throw some money, too.
I'm not greedy. Listen, I don't even need money. I would rather have Abita than money.
Money.
We'll talk about it. But yeah, so baby Ella and I are going to have some sort of a dinner. And that's Valentine's Day. I don't know what I'll do for Dara. I really don't. I should probably figure that out.
Do you have to do something?
I don't believe so, but I'm pretty sure she believes so. which means
have to do it.
Which means I have to do something.
Yeah, for sure.
Because do you believe in that whole happy wife, happy life thing? You know, that saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If they're not happy, you ain't happy.
You ain't gonna be happy. There ain't gonna be no happiness.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you get
right.
How do you create this?
How do you create the happiness?
I mean, I don't know the answer to that.
In my opinion, you just got to be doing the stuff that they like at all times. But I'm a firm believer in it. That has to go both ways.
Yeah, it definitely a give and take. It's not just the men have to concede.
It has to be both.
Right.
But let me go on record as saying I think Dara does way more to make me happy than I do to make her happy.
So then Valentine's Day is a necessity.
Yeah, I need to suck it up and do it, because she goes way above and beyond in order to like facilitate my life. I've been thinking about this. I've been calculating this for the last, I would say, month. I have no idea why she's married to me.
Yeah, that's a hard life.
Oh my goodness, I'm ridiculous. Yeah. So there will be something on Valentine's Day, because I'm a jerk if there's not.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. Flowers, maybe, again. I mean.
Yeah. What does Rosalind like? Rosalind loves gifts.
Yeah, I got us this cooking class, but it's not until later in the month. But
that doesn't count. That's not
Valentine's Day.
No, it's not.
I wanted to use it for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but I'm here. I am. I'm putting it on record, Roz. That does not count. Don't let him tell you that a cooking class in 2 weeks is your Valentine's Day present, because that means it's your present in 2 weeks. Whatever he does tomorrow, that's his Valentine's gift to you. And if it's nothing,
I got nothing.
Then it means nothing.
I got nothing. If you can't count that,
it means what it means.
Why can't you count that? I bought it around Valentine's Day, so that
you bought it on Valentine's Day and it's coming in late.
No, it ain't Valentine's Day yet.
All right, you bought it before Valentine's Day in order to use
in the month of February. If you buy anything for your woman gift in the month of February,
that doesn't count. All right, then fine. Then fine. I bought dinner last night.
There you go.
Does that count?
Happy Valentine's Day. You're off the hook for tomorrow,
baby. You heard Danny try to get you no present. I'm fighting for y'all.
You got your present yesterday.
Yesterday at dinner when I bought pizza.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whack Valentine's Day gift,
riding this out?
Because you don't have good taste. I mean,
we got pizza and wings on a Friday night. That's your Valentine's Day gift?
I mean,
I'm not,
kinda.
Baby, nah. I love you too much for that.
Do you have anything planned right now, though?
Yeah, I got a plan. It's elaborate.
I feel like you don't have no plan.
No, I have an elaborate plan. I'm not going to ruin it by talking about it. I mean, you know how many thousands and thousands of people listen and watch this show?
Ruin it.
I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, you're full of shit.
Listen, to all of our fans out there, I don't want y'all telling my wife what I'm about to do, so I can't tell you what I'm about to do. But trust and believe, there's an elaborate plan. There's reservations made at this very hour.
Really?
Reservations at nice places.
And places.
we about to go lots of places.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't want to put ideas in nobody's head, but you know what I mean. But it's places we're about to go.
It's all planned out, ready to go.
It's all planned out. You should see the itinerary. Hold on, I'll show it to you on my phone. Oh, my phone fell.
You could just pick that up, though. I mean, it's right there.
Yeah, but the mic, I don't want to mess with the mic. You know what I mean? Mic placement. So, but anyway, at any rate, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. So to all of you ladies out there who enjoy Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day. Fellas, I know y'all don't care about Valentine's Day. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Is there a man in
I would have thought
world?
I would have thought you would be the one.
Right.
Man.
I would be the one because I'm that dude, but I don't like Valentine's Day. It's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is dumb.
I don't think it's nearly as dumb as Christmas, though.
I agree.
And what Christmas has become.
Christmas is way dumb. But all of them are dumb. Easter, we buy stuff about a bunny. Come on now.
I know, that's stupid.
A bunny.
And it's supposed to be about Jesus Christ rising from the tomb.
Right, but now you don't go to the store and buy Jesus eggs. You buy bunny eggs.
I know, it's crazy.
If they were selling Jesus eggs, I could at least understand it.
And Christmas became about some old white dude with a beard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make your gifts all year.
Yeah, how's that not slavery? That's a good point.
That is slavery.
How's that not slavery?
I don't know.
Why are we okay with this old white dude ordering around a bunch of little people
in a sweatshop?
How is
that not a sweatshop?
How has nobody complained about why is that not a violation of rights?
Should be.
I mean, that's
I don't
a very
like the idea of Santa Claus anyway. How did you explain? Did you ever explain it to Dom or to Rueben? Did you explain
the idea?
Yeah, what Christmas is or who Santa Claus is when they started asking questions?
Yeah.
Do you remember your explanation?
I don't remember it. No.
I remember mine to Malia, and it's always going to be mine. It is that Santa Claus is not a person, but an idea. Santa Claus stands for the gift of giving and love.
That's what you said.
That's what.
Well, but you, I don't know about that because it It depends on how you live, how you believe. There are people out there who are like, nah, Santa Claus is the person. I don't want to throw salt on their game. So listen, however you get down is how you get down. Me personally, I don't like Christmas, like the commercialized. I love Christmas, but I don't like the commercialized idea of like it's all about.
So you don't like Santa?
I don't like presents.
What about Santa?
I'm cool with Santa. I don't mind Santa.
I don't like somebody getting credit for gifts that they didn't actually give.
I understand what you're saying, but
and it's a lie. Like, I don't know why we lie to our kids like that. In fantasy, does that make it any better that we lie to them through fantasy?
Yeah, but how you know it's a fantasy? It could be real.
It ain't.
What if it is? What if it is though?
Dude coming down my chimney.
How do you know?
Because we put the gifts under there.
Prove it.
I mean, I could set a camera up all night, or I can record me. Well, Roz wrapping gifts.
That's a doggone lie. Yeah. You didn't do nothing.
Yeah, but I see her do it. I mean, she could pass as Santa. I just don't like giving somebody credit who didn't do it.
Right.
And I feel like we're lying to them unnecessarily.
I understand what you mean, but I believe some things are sacred, and a child's imagination is sacred, in my opinion.
So when do you tell them? When they start asking? Is it the first time they ask, is Santa real? Do you finally say yes? You concede and say, yes, honey. I'm glad you asked that question.
I plead the fifth on that one.
Yeah, we got to lie to them still. Even, Daddy, you wrapping that gift? I thought Santa was wrapped. I thought Santa wrapped it. It says Santa on the gift. Why did you wrap it and put it under the tree?
I'm never going to have that problem. You're not going to see me wrap a present.
You ain't wrapping no gifts. You're not going to get caught red-handed.
Nah.
I'm looking up this, the history of Valentine's Day, and there's just a lot of mystery.
Really?
Yeah, on who Saint Valentine was. Again.
It's all garbage to me.
It's all garbage.
Anything but any of these traditions like engagement rings, I hate it. Halloween, hate it. I mean, I shouldn't say hate it.
Yeah,
I don't like these things. I don't believe in. Anything artificial rubs me the wrong way. Anything that's like commercialized rubs me the wrong way. Because I don't. If it's about somebody else making money, it's not my bag. And that's all it really is, in my opinion. Is
especially, yeah. I mean, all of them have become that, but Christmas.
Oh, Christmas is all about like, hey kids, make a list of stuff for your parents to have to buy, and then if your parents are poor, they gotta sweat and cry and worry and I wish it could be about let's be together.
Right.
Let's have experiences. Right. We get together every Christmas Eve.
Couldn't this last one though, because
COVID. But it's called Briller Christmas, and so we have all of our people together for breakfast,
pajamas
in our family pajamas, and we exchange presents. But it's not about the presents. It's really about the togetherness. We cook a meal together.
Who cooks the meal?
Me and you.
Me and you.
Yeah.
We cook that meal.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm very proud of that too.
Me too.
I want to give an asterisk. I'm not patting us on the back. I'm saying we cook the food because we're better at cooking breakfast food. For whatever reason, you know what it is though? I think she pretends that she can't cook breakfast because she likes it when I cook breakfast. Mm-hmm. I really think that's what it is.
Yeah.
She'll be like, your bacon tastes better than mine. You don't season it. I mean, how is it that my bacon tastes better? You know what I mean? Like,
but those potatoes though,
my potatoes are fire.
Dara to do those potatoes.
My potatoes are fire.
Yeah.
And his pancakes.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, we make a good breakfast.
We make a good breakfast. The Briller family breakfast is very good. Mm-hmm. But that's what I like. That's my idea of a holiday tradition. That's why I love Thanksgiving, because it's about just get together as a family.
Yeah, I can dig Thanksgiving. Yeah. I mean, not the origins of
Thanksgiving
as much, but
Thanksgiving
has become to us.
Thanksgiving is a problematic holiday. Mm-hmm. I'm always torn about Thanksgiving. Like, it's my favorite holiday, but should I even be celebrating Thanksgiving?
But would you change the day? Would you change the name? Still celebrated on the Thursday?
Listen, I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do.
Thanksgiving. It's always third
Thursday third Thursday. Last Thursday in Thanksgiving. I mean, last Thursday in November. I think.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. But it's problematic in the sense that I do feel conflicted every time it comes around, because I'm like, it makes me want to call one of my friends who is Native American and be like, all right, be real with me, be honest.
What are your thoughts?
Am I supposed to celebrate Thanksgiving or not? And if you tell me I'm not, I'll just be done. But I'm afraid to call. I'm afraid to make the call.
I know, because you feel like a fool asking a question like that.
Well, not only that, but I'm afraid that they'll say, yeah, you should stop.
Oh yeah, and then what do you do?
What do you? Because you can't ask and then not care what they say. If you're going to ask, then you got to listen.
Yeah.
So I'm not ready to ask yet.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm ready.
But
to
I
give
think
up that.
actually, now I
thing.
think about it, I think it would be easy enough for me to say, we don't mess with Thanksgiving, but on a random Tuesday in November, we're going to have the same meal.
But is it any different if you don't acknowledge the fact that
does that make it any different? Right.
Yeah, you can still do it on Thursday.
That's like when Christians do the non-Halloween parties where they all get together and it's not Halloween, but you're wearing costumes and giving out candy.
Yeah.
Ain't that Halloween?
That's Halloween all day.
I don't care what you call it.
Do you call it Halloween or Halloween?
What did I say?
I don't know.
Halloween.
That's what I'm asking.
Halloween. But I probably do sometimes slip and say Halloween.
Yeah, I think I grew up saying Halloween, and then I heard people saying Halloween, and I was like, no, that looks like it probably makes more sense.
Yeah, Halloween. I think that's correct, right?
Hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah, hollow.
Yeah. But anyway, we're supposed to be talking about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but this is what we do.
We do. We just ramble about nonsense. But anyway, so I want to talk about the real issue that I think is important to talk about today is this whole impeachment thing.
Oh my goodness.
The impeachment, it came and went. It's over now.
Wait, is it they acquitted him?
It's over. Yeah, he was acquitted.
The vote? How many Republicans?
53 to 47. I think there were a half a dozen Republicans that voted with the Democrats. But you needed a 2/3 majority in order to acquit.
So it was 53 in order to convict.
Correct. 53 people said yeah, convict. 47 said no, but
you need 2/3.
You need 2/3, which they didn't have.
What they need, they needed 17, I think. 17 Republicans.
Is that what it is?
I think.
All right. But I think it's really, really important. I think it's really, really big. Now, let me first acknowledge I didn't think they were going to acquit. And anyone who thought they might acquit is naive at best. However, I also have to acknowledge how big of a deal it is, because this is absolutely a clear message about what America stands for. And it means what it means. And I'm a firm believer. I say that a lot. It means what it means. And what I mean when I say that is we need not attempt to bend and stretch and twist ourselves morally so that we can kind of see it and say, nah, it doesn't mean what it seems like it means. But it does. It means what it means. And it means that America is not about liberty and justice for all, period. Mm-mm. It is that simple.
Or law and order for all.
Right. It is not, because this is evidence. There are videotapes, countless videotapes of what happened on January 6th. There's no debating what happened. There are transcripts, there are videos of Donald Trump egging on his supporters. And it is not disputable that he planted the seeds that caused this ridiculous mess. And the fact of the matter is, it is only because America is designed in such a way that the right people can pretty much get away with anything. That is the only reason that he was acquitted. It's as simple as that.
There's nothing we can hold Trump to account at this point. I mean,
no, he could theoretically be held accountable in a criminal court of law. The Senate says that, the United States Congress is not going to convict him on impeachment. So he's not officially convicted on that level, but that doesn't mean that individual states like Georgia, I think, is doing a criminal investigation into him attempting to influence their election certification.
Yeah.
Because he's on record. Again, it's a recorded phone call where he was essentially telling them to cheat. And the fact of the matter is, you and I both know, and I say you, I mean the 7 people that are watching this, we all know he's not going to be convicted in that one either. And it means what it means. It means that America is not actually about fairness and justice and equality. It's not. Okay? And we should probably stop saying that it is. And then, if that bothers you, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this and you're saying, well, I want America to be about liberty and justice and fairness and what's right, then you have to then you have to put that into action. You have to actualize that through action, right? And okay, so what do you mean by that? Vote for the people who you know are morally incorruptible, who will vote to do the right things and say the right things. We cannot continue to have as our leaders fundamentally bad people. That's the only way this works. You know, because here's the thing. People always call me a Boy Scout, and I've been getting that forever. And people say, you can't go into politics because you're a Boy Scout. You see the world in too ideal of a light. And I agree. I'm an idealist, right? I want things to be right. You know, I think I'm very pragmatic in the way I live my life, but I do want the world to be correct. And by correct, what I mean is fair.
Yeah.
But when people are saying this to me, what they're saying is it doesn't work that way. But it only doesn't work that way because we don't make it work that way. That's what it is. It could work the right way. And what frustrates me about this is that I think the average American really does want fairness. The average American wants it to be right and good and true. And the average American might have their own kind of view of what is unfair and what is not right currently. But the problem is we're not actually pushing for right and true. We're not pushing for that. And the evidence of that is we will say there are many people in America who have said, well, you know, yeah, he does this and that's probably wrong, but I like what he does over here. All right, well, you don't want right and true.
I mean, people have made excuses for him the entire way.
It's really just that simple. Yeah. If you're making excuses for when he lies, if you're making excuses for whenever he says the wrong thing, makes fun of people. I mean, he literally calls people names.
Yeah.
And if you're cool with that, then it means what it means.
Yeah. That
you don't actually care about that moral piece of it. Right. I want good people running things.
Yeah.
And I already know people are going to say, yeah, but the rest of them are bad too. So get rid of them all of them. Yeah. All the bad people, get rid of them.
I mean, that was what he ran his campaign on, draining the swamp.
Right.
He brought the whole swamp in.
He brought a swamp. Yeah. He brought his own swamp with him. And I'm not even going to pick on Donald Trump because as much of a problem as he is not the problem. He's not. No. The system itself is the problem.
Yeah. He just showed us.
He exposed the system for what it is.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it, man. That's exactly what he's done. The same system who over the years has done their best to tear down black folks.
Right.
You talking about media. You talking about the criminal.
Right.
The court system.
Right.
All of it. The politics over the years has done its best to tear down the black community. Trump exposed all of that for himself. Those are the things that he is attacking.
Right.
He's attacking our courts. He's attacking our democracy. He's attacking our media.
Right.
And we've been complaining about this shit from the very beginning.
Right.
Nobody wants to listen. Donald Trump does it, and now he's got everybody's attention. But it's also those systems, those institutions that have saved America for the most part.
How do you mean?
The investigations of the media, the court system not allowing him in his stupid appeal of the election. The election. Come on.
Yeah, But so my thing is, I don't give them credit for saving America. I really don't, because
I mean, it's the people ultimately that have saved America.
No, I don't even agree. I don't think America's been saved. America's not saved. America's broken.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I guess I'm thinking about saved America because if Donald Trump does another 4 years,
I don't agree.
He rips down all of the institutions.
No, he doesn't. They're already broken. It doesn't matter what he does. They're already broken.
Do you think if Donald Trump was able to win the second term, do you think that he would have been able to get 2 to 4 more years? Because I think Donald Trump would have been able to get 2 to 4 more years.
No.
He's doing anything. He does anything he wants to do.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have become a dictator.
Because of our institutions. What would stop him, I guess, would be my question.
Yeah, I think the system is doing exactly what it's meant to do. It's meant for corrupt people to corrupt it.
Yeah.
Right? To exploit it, to benefit from it. And that's what's happening. I don't think that Donald Trump winning 4 more years would have collapsed America. I think America's going to collapse anyway.
Still?
Yeah, I think America's going to, because the proof is in the pudding. Think about it right now, today, if a police officer goes out into the middle of the street and shoots a random person, chances are they're not going to prison.
Right.
That family might sue and get millions and millions of dollars, but that's taxpayer dollars. So who cares?
But what does a collapse look like in your mind?
In my mind, we cease to be the authority figure in the world that we used to be.
Leading by example.
And I think we've already lost our moral authority.
What about our democracy?
It's not a democracy. That's a lie. That's not true.
It is a falsehood.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying I don't think it can collapse. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's that simple. America isn't the land of the free and home of the brave. It isn't. America isn't about liberty and justice for all. And pretending that it is why we are where we are. Because if you want to say that we're all of those things, the land of the free, home of the brave, the liberty and justice for all, the land of opportunity, blah, blah, blah. In order for you to say that today that is true, you have to be ignoring pretty much everything about America.
And like the fact that America is 25% of the prison population.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we imprison more people than some countries actually have people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
So that means what it means. It is what it is. And in America, we have a culture in which it is normal to step over a homeless person who's starving to death on your way to your, $200 brunch. That's not strange in America. So America isn't the place that the brochure says it is. It just isn't. And if you want it to be that, you would have to do stuff. There's action that you would need to take. You would need to actively and even, I don't want to say violently, because unlike Donald Trump, they will come get me. But you would have to you would have to get rid of the crooks that are in government. Vote them out. Knock on their door. Do whatever you got to do. But we would have to say, I'm done. I'm done taking this. I'm done accepting this nonsense. Because whether you like Donald Trump or not, what we just saw, what we just witnessed with this acquittal is that the system doesn't apply to everyone. It's just that simple. Because everybody knows that what happened on January 6th actually did happen. And not holding anyone accountable for it means that the system does not hold everyone accountable.
But again, they're holding somebody accountable.
Who?
The people who rolled up in the Capitol.
Name for me one of those people who's actually been convicted so far.
That I don't know.
They haven't. There are people that are sitting in jail cells waiting. There are people who've been charged, but nobody's been convicted. And I'm willing to bet that there won't be many convictions. There will be some throwaway people who end up with a slap on the wrist because nobody cares about them and they don't have they don't have sufficient funds to defend themselves. But listen, when all of these middle class white Americans end up in a court of law with a decent attorney, it's all getting thrown out.
Yeah, you could be right about that.
It's all getting thrown out. They're not going to prison. They're not. I don't believe that for 1 second.
I mean, I hate trying to defend this side of it, but I don't know that they should.
I'm not saying they should.
Not if we're not going to hold our leaders.
Right. If you don't hold Donald Trump and
yeah, man, that's
Ted
bullshit.
Cruz and all these people, if you don't hold them accountable, then why would you hold James Keller and them accountable? That doesn't make any sense.
Right.
They didn't do anything other than follow directions. And let me just be clear. I don't think James Keller ran up in the
no. In fact, he said
he turned around. Yeah.
When that started going down.
So shout out to James. We actually like him. He's a good dude. So let me not throw salt on him, because people were coming at him. I think people were like, "Why would you do this?" But here's the thing: even the people who ran up into that place, breaking windows and this and that, they're just following directions. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is human psychology. This is how it works, folks. Simple and plain. This is how it works. If someone that you revere is telling you over and over again to do something, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Most people are going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's called conformity. It's how groupthink works. And that's what you're seeing play out. You have a dynamic leader sending a message about what's unjust in the world, and people felt it was their patriotic duty to go help. I'm not even mad at them.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're misguided, but I'm not mad at you. The people who are problematic, it's the senators who were co-signing this nonsense. It's the president who was calling for this nonsense. Mm-hmm. And the system works. It's doing exactly what it's meant to do.
Right. Yeah.
The system made sure that the ultra wealthy, heterosexual, male, white dude, they get away with murder, literal murder, because people died that day.
Yeah,
a police
officer.
Right.
And apparently we still don't know how he died.
Oh, really?
What he died of.
Really?
They haven't released any of that.
But that's why I'm saying that the system works the way it works. Because if you and I run up in somebody's house and kill them, we're going to be under the jail the next day.
If we get to the jail.
Yeah, you're right. We're not even.
I might get to the jail.
You might. I definitely.
You ain't getting there.
They running up on me and killing me. On the scene.
Mm-hmm.
The system works the way it's supposed to work, and the only way we change that is to change the system.
Can we do a station identification? I'm gonna say it out loud so everybody hears it this week.
Listen, Danny's job is to keep me on track, and he'll be waving the sign like, "Tell us who we are," and I'll just be like, "All right." I certainly never imagined I'd have a baby on my hands at 44. My first child was born when I was 17, and with my oldest daughter being grown now and my son being 15, I thought I'd be an empty nester by 50. I figured I'd be traveling, living the life. But life doesn't always go as planned. I got divorced and remarried to a woman 10 years younger than me, and she wanted kids. So here we are. Age 44, brand new baby. I thought it might be cool to document some of my time with the baby and what I learned from it. I know I'm supposed to be teaching her about the world, but it sure does feel like I'm the one learning. The life expectancy of an African American male is somewhere around 70 years, which means I'm definitely on the back nine. This vlog will be a record of my journey to relearn fatherhood on the back nine. All right, listen, everybody, if you just tuned in, you're listening to House Call with Dr. Rueben Brock. I'm here by myself. So now.
Wow, that was cold.
But
I love it.
But yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm not surprised, but I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with America.
Too.
I really am, because.
Me too.
Because Americans love to do this whole patriotic, we're the best country in the world thing. And I'm like, but look at it, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. Really?
Yeah.
If you watch the video of January 6th, and then you wrap your mind around the fact that nobody is being held accountable for this.
Yeah, I'm
Come on.
saying.
It means what it means. It means that our system is not about justice. It means that our system is not about equality. I mean, think about it. Like the dude with the horns, right? He was moved from one prison to another so he could get organic food.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Yeah, they moved him so he
I'm
could have
look that up. Are you sure?
I'm dead positive.
Come on, man. I know he was complaining about it, but they
But they
gave
moved
him.
him.
That shit?
Yes, they moved him so he could have organic food. Now find
That's
yourself
disturbing.
Find yourself a non-violent black prisoner that says, "Hey man, I need some organic food," and gets it. Find me one. Put a link in the comments. Good luck finding that.
I didn't know they actually moved him, man.
America's not about it's not about justice, it's not about equality, it's not about opportunity for all. It's about hoarding wealth. That's what America is.
Yeah.
America is about hoarding wealth. It's just that simple.
And not rocking the boat. Don't ask no questions about where I got this money.
And so, my thing is like, listen, I think America could be pretty cool, but I don't think the powers that be actually mean for it to be cool in the way that the brochure says it's cool.
Nah. But that's that old school. Those are the old white folks that gotta go.
Yeah.
I think there's still hope. Like, you're talking about a collapse. I'm saying if you give Donald Trump 4 more years,
It's not going to fall apart.
you pushed us back even further.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It pushes us back, but it doesn't collapse.
But are you suggesting that it will collapse even at this point now?
It's gonna. Yeah, this America is gonna fall apart as evidenced by the fact that I think a year ago, even 6 months ago, you ask any American if a sitting president could throw this much salt on the American election system, essentially incite a riot, an insurrection, whatever you want to call it. He's calling state attorney generals and everything else, trying to get people to cheat. You tell the average American that those things could happen, they're all going to go, no way. You tell the average American 6 months ago that people could run up in the Capitol building like some hillbillies.
Right.
Run up in the Capitol building and get away with it. They'd be like, no way, they're going to get gunned down instantly.
That's what you would have thought.
You would have thought, and then it happened.
Yeah. Damn, that's extremely disturbing, man.
Yeah, so think about it. America's already about to collapse. This is evidence of it. I'm not saying I know how long it's going to take, and I don't think it's going to be 2 years, but this is evidence of the fact that our system doesn't work the way the brochure says it works. It's like when you buy one of those appliances or something. I bought spy glasses, okay, because baby Ella's hilarious, and I got cameras everywhere in my house. But when you turn the camera on, baby Ella changes her behavior because she knows the camera's on.
Yeah.
I don't know why. She's so young, but she still knows it. So I wanted to get these spy glasses so that I could catch these little moments where she's hilarious.
Wait, can you record?
Yeah, you can record. Well, the brochure says you can record. If you go online and watch the videos, it's all crystal clear, 4K, beautiful videos. For the life of me, I can't get them things to work.
Yeah.
It doesn't do what it says it's going to do because I got robbed. Cool. Okay, I got robbed. I was lied to. I chalk it up. I lost $50. I don't care. But the brochure lied. That's the fundamentals.
Yeah,
and
comparison.
And if you ask the average person who migrated to America, they're going to tell you about how America is the land of opportunity and all this other stuff because they've been taught what America is about when they were in their homeland, right? And don't get me wrong, America might be wonderful compared to a lot of different places. But the fact of the matter is America isn't what the brochure says it is. It's not. And as evident, you could ask every last black person in America. Simple as that.
Not every last, but
I mean, it's two to three misinformed, lost, confused brothers out there who's like, yeah, America's great. We just got to get our act together. And don't get me wrong, we got to get our act together. Black people are a mess. But everybody's a mess.
Yeah.
All the people are a mess.
Right.
And what's just fundamentally not true is that America is like this equality. There's no such thing as equality in America.
No.
Because if there was equality in America, Donald Trump would be in prison already.
Yeah. There's rich and there's poor.
Yeah.
There's the haves and the have-nots.
America's not what the brochure says it is. And this acquittal is evidence of that. I really do wish it was. I wish that America was what it was supposed to. But here's what it would require. It would require that the people who run America would have to be of the utmost moral standards. They would have to be a room full of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
People who are just absolutely above reproach. That's the only way. The only way you can have a system like this with this much power is if the people who have the power are like Superman. Think about this for a second. I've been thinking about this. This is what I do when I'm at home alone. I think about these weird things. Think about it. Superman, okay? Superman has ultimate power, right? The only reason it makes any sense or is okay at all for Superman to have all that power is that he is above reproach. He never even considers doing the wrong thing. That's the only way it works. If you're going to have this much power, you have to be incorruptible.
Yeah.
Right? Which is why I respect Obama so much. Obama being the first black president, whether you liked him or not, you have to recognize he was the Jackie Robinson of politics, right? When he went in, he basically had to not do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he would have been crucified for it. And he did. He went through the entire time that he was 8 years as president without a scandal, without a real scandal. People have stuff that they want to say about him, but the fact of the matter is nothing real ever happened. Right? And that's the only way. The only way it works, the only way you can have an America that is about equality and justice and right and true is if the United States Senate is not a bunch of people who will allow themselves to be corrupted. And I don't care what anybody says. That is a room full of people who have allowed themselves to be corrupted. Because, think about it. Our system is designed in such a way that it's legal for someone to give you money in exchange for voting a certain way. That is permissible in our system. How is that not corruption?
Yep.
By definition.
That's one of the first rules that's going to need to change.
Right. If you have a system where a person can pay you to think a certain way, it's a broken system.
Yep.
It's as simple as that.
Yep.
Any system in which you have a limited amount of money you're allowed to give to any given candidate, but a corporation can give as much money as they want.
They're the ones that are writing these laws.
That's what I'm saying. So it's a broken system. It's not about what you think it's about. The average Joe America is not about what you think it's about. It's just not. It's about hoarding wealth. That's what America is.
I wonder what James would say about that.
James Keller?
Yeah.
He would agree. I think the average American who likes Donald Trump agrees with everything I just said. They just believe that Donald Trump is on their side.
The answer to that.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he's an outsider. But it's not about outsider. He's a political outsider, but he's still a wealthy old white dude. And I go back to what I said a month ago, whatever. When have you ever watched a movie where the greedy old white dude
is the hero?
It's never, ever, 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 ever. The greedy, rich, old white dude, never, ever. There's not a single movie you could point to.
But in real life, he's winning.
In America, because the system is designed that way. Yeah, because it's we don't value honesty and truth in America. Because if you did, Donald Trump couldn't be a president. Because he lies every single day. Literally, whenever he opens his mouth, it's a lie.
Yeah.
So, and here's the thing. I'm not even saying Donald Trump's the only one that's true for. It's a whole lot of them for whom that's true. This is America. It's how it works. And I think my problem is that I'm so logical. I'm like, it just means what it means. You don't have to have feelings about it. It just means what it means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just is. If we elect people who lie and we say, yeah, but I like what he does, then you don't care that he lies.
Right. I mean, yeah, you're willing to dismiss that.
Right. It's that simple. And so that being the case, I mean, this acquittal means what it means. The senators didn't care enough about all that happened to hold him accountable. It's just, that's what it means. Because they all know that it happened.
They sure do. They all know that he was in the wrong. They just don't want to lose those voters.
Right. It's really just that simple. And in a moment like this, what would be required is that people say, I don't care what the voters of my district think.
Yeah.
They don't have all the information.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I know that it is in the best interest of this country that we not allow people to believe that they could do this.
Right.
Because now what people know is the next time precedent has been set.
Mm-hmm.
You can't punish me for inciting a riot.
That's what I'm saying. You just changed the rules of the game.
But here's the thing. They didn't change the rules.
Well,
those were already the rules.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. This is not a change. This is not new. It just means that we now see it. Right? And that's what, like when Obama became president, people like to say, suddenly there's all these conversations about race and now there's all this racial divide. The racial divide didn't start with Obama. It's that Obama inspired people to have the conversation more openly. Mm-hmm. And then when Donald Trump came, they were emboldened because he wanted to be in on the conversation. It's not that it's new. Mm-hmm. None of this is new. This is old as time. All of this, I mean, it's literally embedded into our Constitution. Mm-hmm. And so, I'm not surprised. I am disgusted. I am disappointed because I was just kind of holding out hope that maybe this was the turnaround. Maybe it, because when Donald Trump was on the verge of becoming president, you and I had this conversation. I said, this is exactly what America needs. Mm-hmm. This is the way. Maybe America will see it now. And I was right. He showed it to him. Yeah. He showed him everything I wanted him to show them. He did it.
And they still don't see it.
But they don't care. Because here's the thing. In America, the idea, it's still the American dream. It's still the idea that maybe if I get myself positioned properly, I'll be the wealthy one. That's the thing that holds everything together. The hope that you could one day become the wealthy, powerful person. It's that simple. That's what it is. That's what America's about.
Yeah, nobody on this set is surprised by it.
No. And so, my thing is like, what we gonna do then? You know what I mean? What's the plan, folks? Okay, now we see what America's about. Do we want to keep this? We still gonna rock with this system? Mm-hmm. This is what we're doing? Or we just outnumber them and take over?
Yeah, what's that look like? Take over what? The Capitol?
No, I'm not saying run up into the Capitol. I'm saying get them out.
How?
You would have to it's like some silly, ridiculous percentage of Americans that actually vote.
I know. Right.
So, and most people don't vote. And I would be willing to bet that it's mostly apathy. It's mostly lack of belief in your ability to create change. Mm-hmm. But what if you mobilized all those people? What if all those people who believe that their vote don't count all got together and said, you know what we should do? We should just field a candidate in every single office in America. And we band together, all the people of color, all the women, all the, sexual minorities, and all the disenfranchised people. We get together and we say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to stick together at all costs. Mm-hmm. We're going to find common ground and we're going to field candidates that are going to do what we say as a consensus. And the Mitch McConnells of the world, they wouldn't have a chance. Think about it. If all people of color, all women, all the LGBT community, all poor people, mm-hmm. all said, you know what? We're in this together. We're not going to be dictated to by wealthy, white, heterosexual men.
If you could get poor white folks to stop looking at skin color, they could actually focus on the fact that we have stuff in common and we should be fighting together.
Yeah, we should be on the same team. We should be best friends.
But you looking at all the wrong shit, man.
But if that happened, if we could get everybody together and say, all right, the greedy people are our enemy. The greedy people at the top are our enemy. Let's overthrow them. Well, you wouldn't even need a war. We could just vote them out.
That's real easy.
Yeah, it would actually be simple.
Yeah. You're talking about 400 people. 400 people who are controlling all of the stuff, pushing all the buttons.
We way outnumber them. Mm-hmm. Hey, let's do it. We can have a meeting at my house. I got a huge backyard. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Let's have a big meeting. We'll figure out who's going to run for what. I don't even want to be in charge. I want to be in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do it. I don't see why not.
I'm trying to figure out how Mitch McConnell voted.
I think he voted to acquit, and then my understanding is then he went and he like gave a speech on why he should have voted the other way. That's what I didn't read it because I don't even care. I don't feel like it, but that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
but
he voted to acquit him.
But here's the thing: it doesn't matter. Like they all knew. Everybody in that situation knew. Every last senator knew it wasn't going to happen. Everybody knew that.
Listen, that's why I'm saying.
I don't see any point in even pretending that it was about to happen. It's a farce. It's all pretend.
If they would have gotten a hold of Pence, maybe Trump would have been convicted. Maybe.
I don't know. All I know is this is a shame. It's a shame for America because now the world sees. Now the world gets to see it's a farce. It's not real. You just proved it.
Mm-hmm. It's also officially, I would say, the end of the Republican Party as we once knew it. This party of Reagan, that is gone for sure.
And now it's the Donald Trump Republican Party.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is it, because you got to think, now they're tied to him for another 4 years because he's going to run again.
He's definitely going to run again.
They've already said we need your voters, so we can't convict you. So you just made Donald Trump your 2024 candidate.
Right.
Whether they want to or not, because you could believe they don't want Donald Trump. I don't believe Lindsey Graham or Mitch McConnell wants Donald Trump.
They actually want Donald Trump.
No.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They don't want that clown up there. He's too unstable.
But what they want more than anything is
power.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter who's in the seat. As long as they still have their power, they're happy.
Yeah, they're fighting for power only.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the American people can't see that. I'm not sure
but they
how
can.
You can't see that.
I think the American people can see that.
I don't think James Keller sees that.
You don't think?
I don't think James Keller looks at Lindsey Graham and Mitch McConnell and
No, I bet you he does. I bet you get him on the right day and he acknowledges that it's a bunch of corruption. Every time I've talked to somebody who is like, even Donald Trump's most staunch supporter, they're anti-government.
Yeah.
That's why they like Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We agree on most things. We agree on the fact that it's corrupt. We agree on the fact that the people in power are oppressing us and lying to us. I don't think they don't see that. I think they do. And that's why I'm saying if we could just get on the same page, and some people need to let go of the idea that there are people who are their enemy. Like immigrants from Mexico are not your enemy.
Oh, Jesus. Muslims
are not your enemy. Black people are not your enemy.
The
Jewish people are not your enemy.
We supposed to
Gay people are not your enemy. You don't even have to be afraid. There's nothing to be concerned about.
No.
Don't nobody want you.
No.
Don't nobody want your stuff.
Mm-mm. No.
You can relax. Matter of fact, I got your back.
Yeah.
Somebody runs up in your house, you could literally call me. I'll come.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that. We're all in this together. Because the most brilliant thing that the power system has done is taught us all to hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So now we're fighting each other. And that's why we can't get together on, let's convict somebody when they do something wrong on video. You know what I mean? Like
the most obvious.
He did it on video.
But this is not just a one-time thing. I mean, he's been playing
over and over again
since the beginning
for 4 years.
Yeah.
But it's a brilliant system.
That only a white dude could get away with.
Only
Only a white dude could get away with that.
Only. It's the only way possible. Everybody else shutting it down.
I mean, they just prove our point over and over and over.
But then
again.
still can't see it.
You move the dude with the horns to another facility. You just proved our point.
Right.
Again, not only does he get to live,
Right.
but he gets to go to a facility where you're going to give him organic food.
Yeah.
And I just saw an article. Remember how we had talked about, you said that woman that you spoke to said organic food. She might be a doctor. Said there's not much difference. I just read an article on that.
Oh, really? They said the same thing? Wow.
Yup. It's a sham. But that's beside the point.
That is beside the point.
I mean.
But here's the thing. The fact of the matter is it's not even debatable.
No.
It's not debatable. America's not about equality. America's not about fairness. America's not about a land of opportunity for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You can squeeze out an opportunity for yourself. You know, it can be done. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, in that sense, yeah, work hard, you know, better yourself in some way. You might squeak out a living, but the fact of the matter is the system is not designed that way. It's not designed for that. Mm-mm. And we should all be able to be honest about it. And if you actually believe that America should be about equality and justice and all of those things, then we all got to get on the same page and do some stuff. First thing is get rid of all of the politicians who we know are corrupt. Simple as that. You have to. You can't have corrupt people leading the show and have the system not be about corruption. Mm-hmm. That won't work. Mm-hmm. So you got to remove money from politics, right? You got to set term limits because these are all things that create corruption. If you can be in the Senate for your entire life, of course you're going to be corrupt. What do you mean? I mean, it's intuitively known.
Yeah, it's embedded into the system.
It's embedded in the system. If I can have this job and never leave it, ever, and I get to set my own salary, and I get to set the rules about myself, come on now.
Yeah. You are the king.
It's as simple as that. I mean, come on. Like, it just is what it is. So if you want America to be about all the stuff that the brochure says it's about, then let's get together. Let's have a meeting. All the disenfranchised people, all the people who feel oppressed, all the people who feel taken advantage of. Let's get together and let's agree on some common ground. And we can't, listen, here's the stuff that we can't talk about. We can't talk about abortion because we won't agree. We can't talk about what else? Religion. Guns. We can't talk about religion. We can't talk about guns. Leave them off the table. Don't even talk about it.
Jesus.
We'll talk about everything else because we pretty much agree on everything else.
We really do.
Yeah, we do. Those are the things that we can't talk about. We can't talk about abortion.
We can't talk about racism. We can't talk about police brutality. We can't do it.
Not yet. I believe we could tackle that one. If we got the first wave done, we could talk about that.
Police brutality?
Yeah. We could even talk about...
It's so fucking obvious, man. Like, honestly.
I don't appreciate the way you're speaking into my show.
Look, there was a guy, I don't remember his name, social media personality, straight up hillbilly, who said, talking to his people, talking to hillbillies, rednecks, when did we start liking police?
I know, I've seen that. I love it.
Like, when did we start liking police? When did we start thinking police were doing the right thing?
Right.
But when black folks are saying,
right, now all of a sudden they're lying.
Now we got a problem. We got a problem. But you gonna go to?
I mean, like, look at the Dukes of Hazzard. Did they have the little Blue Lives Matter sticker?
Come on, man.
On the General Lee? Because I don't think they did.
Boy, that's a very good question. That's a very good question.
Yeah, it's all a farce.
All of it.
But I believe that if those people no longer felt oppressed, they would no longer feel a need to oppress us.
I agree.
It's as simple as that.
I agree.
Hurt people hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it works. Because I look at things through a psychological perspective. I want to understand why people do what they do, and it all makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. It's as simple as, listen, people are oppressed. They want to scratch out a living, and America's all about scratching out, some wealth for yourself. So you got to put somebody down in order for you to be up. Mm-hmm. So sorry about your luck.
You think you do.
Right. You think you do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And in our system, it is actually, it behooves you to put somebody else down in order to lift yourself up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's actually a good way to go in our system, but it's a broken system. It's not a good system.
Nah.
So, if you agree with me, in the comments, let us know that you're coming to the meeting. We're having a meeting. It's going to be How to Fix America meeting. We're going to do it in my backyard. No, I'm lying. Because look, if I come home tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. And all these people are in the back.
There's 2 million people
so
like,
mad.
hey, man, did you bring chips?
Yeah.
I'm getting stabbed.
Yeah.
Not by none of y'all,
Yep.
but by the
wifey.
missus.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't want that problem back there.
No.
But it does need to happen.
It does. We could have it on Facebook. You could easily have this meeting on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Easily. So that's what we'll do. We'll have the meeting. We'll have a virtual. We could do it on. We'll do a Zoom meeting. How many people can you get on Zoom meeting? Could you get like 2 million people
question.
on Zoom?
Maybe. I don't know that everyone needs to be seen. Sign in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just listen.
Mm-hmm. Sign in.
We'll figure it out. Listen, we're getting together. I need the black delegation. I need the LGBT delegation. I need the poverty delegation. Who else? The Latino delegation.
The LGBTQ.
Yeah, everybody. Send your delegate.
Mm-hmm. All of them.
Yeah, let's get it together. And it's really that easy. They would never win another election, ever, if we all came together like that.
I mean, even without all of us coming together, they shouldn't win another election. Honestly, I mean, if you
no,
look
the
at
problem is
conservatives
the problem is wealthy white heterosexual men stick together.
Yeah.
So if we're all fractured and splintered, they're always going to win. Mm-hmm. And trust me when I tell you, there's Democrats and Republicans in that pack. Mm-hmm. So it's not about Democrat and Republican.
Yep.
But if we just decided, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm not letting them run the show anymore. We win every single election from here on out. The rest of the time, it will be over. It'd be a wrap, and that's what I'm proposing. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think about this impeachment acquittal. Let me know let me know what you're doing for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it next time. But for now, that's all we've got. I'm here with Danny Miller. I'm Dr. Rueben Brock, and this is House Call.